Dude, it's all organized. Brought you a tea. Just that one. There's no kickstand or no Kickstarter. What are we kicking? Oh, is this the Bluetooth startup one?
There's like a kitten.
Nice. Kawasaki power.
Yeah, it's going to go with Polaris.
She's blowing soot.
Wait. Suspension is too much on that.
Yeah. Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For you subscribers or new members of the channel that are big into riding and checking out these four-wheelers, we're going to do a little video for you guys of pros and cons. Ryan here couldn't decide which one he wanted, so we went ahead and got both of them. So now we're going to compare them.
Alright guys, today's video is going to be a little bit different than our usual. We are going to go over pros and cons of the 2018 Polaris Sportsman and 2018 Polaris Scrambler. Excellent.
All right, so Ryan's probably going to do most of the talking here because he owns them and rides them and does more things with them than I do. But occasionally I might be in here, but for now I'm going to be the camera guy.
All right, so this is a 2018 Polaris Sportsman 850. I wanted to see what was better between the 2018 Sportsman and the 2018 Scrambler. I've owned the four-wheelers for about, what, 6 months now?
Yeah, something like that.
And I've mainly rode the Sportsman, and my girlfriend, well, my ex-girlfriend, she rode the Scrambler for the most part. I rode it a few times, and I honestly like the Sportsman better, but I'm like an old man. I don't like aggressive riding that much. But we'll just do some pros and cons about it. So starting off with the Sportsman, it has a amazing seat. That is like the best seat. So it's just so soft. It's like you're sitting on a cloud. It is amazing.
That's true,
right
though.
there, this is like a good selling point for anybody. If you want a ride that's like,
Cadillac of a four-wheeler.
Yeah, this is a Cadillac of the four-wheelers. It seems like I'm not a big fan of Can-Am. I considered buying one, but they're just really expensive, and the Sportsman was pushing out more power than the Can-Am, so I just picked with the Sportsman. But all right, we'll start off with another pro, or we'll go to another pro. On the Sportsman, you got a lot of storage room up front, which I love. It's a little dirty right now. Oh shoot, there's water in it.
Oh, there it is.
Well, I just washed it the other day, and this storage compartment comes right out easy. You got your battery, and then your coolant over here, your overflow for your coolant, your antifreeze, you know. Basically, this makes it easy to clean out these trays and clean underneath it, get up underneath the fenders. It's really easy to do all that. You can just take that out.
You got these heavy-duty latches here.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about them. This plastic actually really strong up here, so you don't ever have to really worry about them breaking if you sit on them or anything. And another pro is the Sportsman has a cup holder. The cup holder works fine. Actually, really good.
It does have a drain hole in it too.
Yeah, so if you do make a little spill.
A little whoopsie.
A little whoopsie. How do you say it?
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie. A little whoopsie. No, it actually, I had this thing up to like 80 mile an hour, and then that's when my Gatorade bottle flew out. But it didn't ever like shake out or anything. It doesn't rattle out. I've had empty bottles and full bottles in it, and it pretty much stays in there very well. And actually, we were down in West Virginia and we were riding. The only bad thing about it is it gets really warm, but when you're out on the trails, well, water's water.
Yeah.
Can't be real picky.
Yeah.
And another pro is the gear shifter. It is very smooth going. Like, it's not in your way at all. You never really hit it standing up, riding around. The Sportsman is a lot wider than the Scrambler right here. Really wide, actually, but you don't really notice it because the seat just like makes up for all of it. Seriously,
the seat shapes you.
Yeah, the seat makes it very comfortable. A con is the display. We'll wait for it to open up. Well, you get your engine temperature. You can do your speed, your RPMs. But this one, you get your speedometer, your odometer, your trip 1, your trip 2, your volts, your battery voltage, engine hours, service meter, and then your time that the ATV's been on. Handlebars are very comfortable, they're not too far away. And when you're standing up riding, it's also very comfortable. It's not too far down and you don't need bar risers. Like it's not really stretching. I'm a short guy, so I'm like, what, 5'7", 5'6", I don't know, I'm short. I'm a little guy.
Something like that.
But it's really comfortable. I've had Blades rode it, he's taller than me, and my dad's rode it. Display actually sometimes like flashes, like, I don't know, I just had it reflashed at the dealership. They said that was the problem, but it hasn't acted up since. But it's just like flashing on and off. It would still read and everything, but the blue light, background light, was just flickering.
Does the buttons seem to hold up pretty good?
Oh yeah, the buttons are good. Like all my lights work in it. I haven't had the engine light on or anything, but you get all your winch, like it comes ready for your winch. Even on the base model, all you gotta do is put your button on and then hook it all up. I haven't got the winch for this yet because the 2017 winches and 2018 winches are different for Sportsmans and Scramblers actually. However, I bought this one for the Scrambler. I don't know what brand it is or anything. I don't remember, but it bolted right on in there. It works good. We pulled my dad's tractor up actually, up a hill with it, so worked pretty good. Another pro is the fenders on the Sportsman. It is a wide machine, but you don't get any mud. You could be driving through like a mud pit and yourself will come out clean because the fender catches everything. But yeah, you got rear storage in there. Oh, I got a light back here too. I mean, you get a decent amount of storage in the rear. I forgot about this stuff, but you get a decent amount of storage in the rear.
About a foot deep.
Yeah. Has the LED taillights in it. Well, that's about it for this.
It does have a hitch receiver.
Yeah.
Was that an inch hitch receiver?
I think like an inch and a half.
Looks like it.
Seat comes off really easy. You got your air filter, and then spark plugs are right over here. There's not much bad about the Sportsman that I can think of, other than it being a little wide, and then the display has, I feel like the display has a lot of problems. But other than that, the Sportsman, it'll pull wheelies. It's like really close to keeping up with the Scrambler.
The rack's pretty durable.
Yeah, the rack is very durable.
Other than like the older models, my dad I think has like 2005 Sportsman 400, and the rack, sometimes it can get super like rattly and it can crack and flex, but these ones are definitely a lot more solid. So that's good, and they got good grab bars on them for strapping down, holding on to anything you want to do with them.
The Scrambler, it's a good pro about it. It's more of a sports quad. It's like a sports utility quad. So it looks really sporty, but it's still all-wheel drive, which is awesome. You can switch it to 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive, which is really cool in my opinion. But it has like very little storage compartment. There's no storage underneath this front cover. It's just you get your battery. That's all the cables for the winch. It had like 20 feet of cable because I don't know why. but I didn't want to cut it and any of that, so I just kind of ran it up and around. But you get your battery right here, all your electronics way up here so water doesn't get to it. And then for your radiator cap and your coolant overflow is all down in there, easy to get to. But oh, another thing is, what's cool about both these four-wheelers is that the gas cap is no longer like near your crotch. It's not in the way. Makes it easy for filling, and when you spill, it doesn't spill over the seat. It spills just down there. But yeah. Some cons about this is the fenders don't really cover much of the tire. You are going to get very dirty riding it. It packs mud way down in here. It throws mud all over your back. You will get very muddy on this machine, unlike the Sportsman.
They were just trying to follow that stance trend going around.
Yeah, they just like the stance. Not much of a back rack here. It's very small. I think it's just for probably safety or putting a bag and strapping a bag to it. Not much storage in here at all. I mean, seriously, you can probably put a small water bottle or some snacks back there, and maybe some gloves. I don't know. It still has a hitch receiver in it. Suspension is really good in this one. I do like it. Another con for this thing is the gear selector. It is right here. It's in the way, in my opinion. Right now it's in park, but like there it's in high. It's not really in the way, but it still sticks up. It's another thing.
Every time I've gotten off of it when it's in park, I always bust my knee, the opposite knee.
Yeah,
that knee, I always bust it right on there.
And basically, I think it's poor design. Blade agrees with me. Everyone that's rode it has not really enjoyed that. But it just hits a lot. It hurts. It's like aluminum. It's like a aluminum ball right here, and every time it hits you, it just hurts. Secures it. It does not have a digital display. I believe the 1000s have a digital display, but I like these ones because it's a needle. Not much can go wrong. You still got your miles on it. You got your trip, 2 trips you get, RPMs, your hours. I don't know what that one's for. Just different hours, miles, whatever. And it does tell the time. I just haven't set it yet. However, this one, it runs really good. It's really fast, actually. It has a lot of power. I got the winch up here. It was mounted up here. Like this box was like sticking up here like 1.5 inches. So I actually moved it down and slid it over. So it's nice and like tucked up underneath there. Out of the way. They sound good in my opinion. They both sound really good.
You moved it. I've personally never heard it rev that high before, and I think my ears are done for.
Alright, now we'll get the
Sportsman.
We'll make sure this one's on park.
Yeah. They're both pretty poppy.
Yeah.
It's a pretty decent exhaust for a stock exhaust coming on a stock machine. But I think they sound pretty good. I just inhaled all of that because I was sitting right behind it.
We'll compare both machines together side by side, and then we could get blades. What do you got?
I don't even know what year it is. I think it's a 2008 Raptor 700R. So we can kind of bring that into the comparison between these two. Like that is a complete sport, like have fun on four-wheeler compared to these four-wheelers that are kind of Sportsman, more utility and work, but still you can play with it. The Scrambler can do some work, but like we talked about, it doesn't have a lot of storage and all the capabilities that the Sportsman has. But then there's my Raptor that has no racks or anything, a hitch or anything like that on it, so it's completely different. Yeah.
But Scrambler is going to get a fully custom turbo kit that my buddy Zach is going to build up for me, because we have not found a 2018 turbo kit for these things yet. So we're gonna probably do battery location and then put the turbo up underneath here. We're going to alright, only if you guys knew what I was laughing at. But
I completely blew your train out.
yes, you did. You blew that train out. But anyway, anyways, guys, I have big plans for this four-wheeler. I want to take it to the dirt drags probably like between July and August of 2019. Hopefully having tunes, turbo, exhaust, probably different tires. No turbo for it because I still want to take this one through the trails, and I feel like if you got turbo, it's just probably overdoing it. Too much power for just trail riding, especially because I ride four-wheelers. My parents, and they're, well, I'll show you guys.
Putt around.
I'll show you guys what they drive. Alright, so this is why I don't want to put a turbo on my Sportsman, because I got to let these people catch up. This is a 2019 Ranger 1000 XP. It has the power steering and all that, and my dad put a cab on it with heat. I think he's going to get the AC this summer installed into it. But he put a 4-inch, I believe a 4-inch lift kit on it. And then these are actually 33s that he has on it right now.
With these massive
portals. These portals work amazing. It keeps the CV shaft angle like almost straight, like a perfect angle on it.
Where it should be.
Yeah, where it should be. And then it has actually like just gears in there to drive it. Like, I don't know, it's probably like right here.
If you guys can look, if you guys see, the center of the tire is not in line with the shaft. So that's where that power comes in, goes down, and then feeds the wheel.
Hi.
It's way too fancy in here. Backup mirrors. Literally has like heat vents and everything. Like that's just crazy.
Oh, another thing, you're gonna hate washing the Scrambler because they have so many little spots underneath here to hold mud and sand and dirt and whatever. It takes like an hour and a half to wash just the one four-wheeler. It sucks, but it's well worth it. Any more questions about these, just feel free to ask. Please like and subscribe, and hopefully get another video of us